Welcome to the Crystal Self-Healer Podcast. I'm Carissa Weaver. On this podcast, we blend the magic of crystals with the science of psychology to help you break free from chaos, ditch the overwhelm, and master your emotions so you can have more energy, get more done, and feel better every day. Get ready to unlock your intuition and restore your true power as we cover how you can transform your life using crystals and self-awareness. Are you ready to get started? All right, let's go. I know you've been following a bunch of people on social media and other platforms, watching them and their crystal and tarot practice. It's normal to look at others out of curiosity to see what they're doing. You've probably spent hours poring over books, trying to take all that information in. Yet, when you think about your practice, if you had to rate it on a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is not confident and 10 is super confident, where would it fall? Chances are, for many of you, you feel like something is lacking. So many of us are in that boat of having immense knowledge, but feel less than when it comes to actually doing. Whether you're looking to improve your relationships, advance your career, or simply feel more grounded and secure, this episode is for you. If you feel like you don't have the right stuff to do the thing, stick around because we're going to uncover why trusting yourself feels so hard. Thinking back to when I was doing the practicum for my Crystal Healer certification, I recall how stressed and worried I felt. I had studied all the material and passed all the tests along the way, yet there was this sense of insecurity around my legitimacy as a practitioner. The funny thing is that I had taken these courses to get over this sense of inferiority, of being an imposter, and it was only smacking me in the face all the more. So why is it so hard to trust that you have what it takes in that moment to be an effective crystal healer or tarot practitioner? There are so many platitudes out there meant to inspire you into action. Things like just do it scared, or fake it until you make it. But when you aren't in a space to trust yourself, this advice can set off a stress response and induce the fight or flight response. What if the question you need to ask is, what if the key to your success is simply trusting yourself? How exactly do you build that trust? The card inspiration this week is the 7 of Pentacles in the situation position from a crystal and tarot forecast inside the Charmed community. This card is a perfect metaphor today because it traditionally is interpreted as indicating potential for success. When you look at this card, there is a single individual resting their chin on their garden tool. It would appear they are looking wistfully at the fruits of their labor, the pentacles on the vine. One pentacle has detached from the vine and sits underfoot. There is a sense of longing in this card, as if the central figure is waiting for the bounty of their hard work to come off the vine. There's a certain amount of tension held in this card too, the impatience of waiting, the ability to see what you want right in front of you, but not being able to take it. And that's where this card dovetails with what we're talking about today. I know you've been learning so much about your crystals and your tarot, yet you're waiting for the bounty of that work and knowledge to pay off. Let's go back to the adages used as words of inspiration for a moment. I think these have to be the most unhelpful and terrible statements I've ever come across in my career. Not only are they resorting to forceful energy, they create a stress reaction for all of you who are highly aware of emotions and energies, and not only your own. This forced energy negates your ability to see the nuanced negativity in your thoughts and focus. If you're scared to do something, you obviously have a negative thought or feeling about your potential for success or your ability to be safe doing that thing. What your fear is showing you is that you hold a belief that to do this new thing is risky, unsafe, or unproven. As long as you hold this belief, consciously or unconsciously, you will continue to experience the stress response and all the glorious feelings that come with it. If you want to experience something different, it means you have to change the thoughts, behaviors, and beliefs that got you where you are. And many of them are subconscious or so closely tied to your identity that you don't see them as separate from you. This will require you to unravel and unlearn all the negative and limiting ways you think about yourself, your ability, and your crystal and tarot practice. So you might have been buying and reading all the books, following all the mentors and gurus, but feel your abilities are lacking. Your lived experience would indicate that you don't know what you're doing. But it's the thought that the mentor or guru knows more than you that is making it hard to trust yourself, not the amount of knowledge that you have. What you believe about yourself comes from your past, whether you've done the thing or believed yourself to have done it well. What you desire or dream of comes from your future. That fully embodied crystal and tarot practice where you know exactly what crystal to use and what the cards are saying. That's what we all crave. And when you don't have awareness around the negative thoughts and feelings you repeat around your existing capabilities, trusting yourself to build something new when you've never done it before is really hard to trust in. Trust comes from the doing, the integration, the work that feels like it may never pay off. You can't become a master by reading books or attending classes alone. You master a skill by practicing it and unraveling all the ways your negative and limiting thoughts prevent you from doing what you dream of doing. By building, repeating, and reinforcing the trust you crave in yourself, you build the trust. The crystal I'm going to suggest here today is Desert Rose, and here's why. To distinguish between what's fear and what's intuition and knowledge, Desert Rose supports you in clearing the noise so you can begin to trust your own inner wisdom. You'll dissolve mental clutter and self-limiting beliefs with more ease. When you're coming up against unconscious negative and limiting thoughts, one of the best things you can do is to ground. Desert Rose helps you build a steady sense of self-assurance by encouraging stability and confidence that you can tap into while you're reinforcing trust in your own practice. Being in a stress response can cloud your thinking, making it hard to notice subtle internal assurances. Desert Rose brings a calm energy that enhances emotional balance and patience so you can move away from comparing your progress to others and feelings of resistance. With its ability to support you in connecting with your higher self and higher wisdom, Desert Rose strengthens this channel so you can actually realize you already hold the knowledge you seek. This will enable you to embody mastery without fear, shame, or worry. The ritual I'm going to offer this week is not like many of the others I've offered. Because this ritual is more about looking back, it's best to do this at the end of the day. You will need paper, pen, your Desert Rose, and time for reflection. Take your paper and draw a line from top to bottom in the middle of the page. Holding your Desert Rose in your hand, spend a few moments reflecting on what you did during the day. Bring to mind all those moments that maybe tested your intuition, your courage, or trust in yourself to do what you want in your crystal and tarot practice. On your piece of paper, write down each situation on the left, and then on the right, the corresponding action or result that brought about the sense of trust in yourself. For example, you can put picking your supportive crystal for the day on the left, and on the right, document moments throughout the day when you noticed yourself tapping into the energy of that crystal. The first time you do this, you may struggle to find moments in your day where you felt unwavering trust. For this reason, I suggest you do this ritual daily for at least a week. This ritual or practice is about activating your brain to look for synchronicities and serendipity that would otherwise be overlooked. It's the collection of these moments that define how you see and trust in yourself. So the more you notice them, the easier it will be to feel that sense of trust. Do this ritual for at least a week and then come back and tell me how your trust in you has changed. Today's pairing of 7 of Pentacles with Desert Rose is from a Crystal and Tarot forecast inside the Charmed community. I invite you to join me in this free space where I share these readings weekly to help you align your energy and focus for the week. You also get the opportunity to connect with others who are exploring their growth and creating change in their lives just like you. Join us for free. The link is in the show notes. And if you are tired of being on an emotional roller coaster, constantly juggling everything in your life, and you want to be part of a space that holds you in your healing, a space where you can feel seen, supported, and connected as you create more energetic and emotional space in your life, I would love to have you join me inside the Crystal Self-Healer Members Portal. It's where we go beyond the weekly guidance offered here and we apply it to your life, equipping you with the tools, resources, and support to build your confidence in crystal healing and emotional self-care. Inside, you get healing sessions that help you process emotions so you can regulate your nervous system, rituals that help you anchor and direct energy, and personalized support when you're feeling stuck. There are courses, workshops, and activations that help you master new skills and support you in moving forward towards your goals. Everything you need to recognize and dismantle the patterns, cycles, and loops that are keeping you stuck is inside the portal, so you can achieve more ease and alignment in your life. Visit my website, 3charmedgems.com, or click the link in the show notes to learn more and join me. It's time to stop living at the mercy of emotional triggers and start living in spiritual integrity. The Crystal Self-Healer Members Portal is where that shift begins. Find your clarity and come home to yourself. Today's episode has been brought to you by the 7 of Pentacles, Desert Rose, and Trust. May we notice the synchronicities in our lives and trust deeply in our own abilities. Blessed be, my friends. All right, my friends, that wraps up this week's episode. Thank you for joining me here today on the Crystal Self-Healer podcast. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, leave a review, and take the What Crystal is Best for You quiz linked in the show notes. Join me again next week as we continue to demystify crystals, how your brain works, and how you can use them so you can have more energy, get more done, and feel better every day.